This week on Pinks, Detroit's hardcore racing comes gunning for Phoenix's own AMP performance. Bumpers fly and the heat is on as the Firebird team calls out the top local Mustang.
I see his lips moving, but I hear wah, wah, wah.
I said I was going to run it, I'll run it.
It's a best 3 out of 5 drag race for Pink Slips. Pink's Racing. Lose the race, lose your ride.
Okay, here we go. We're doing Pinks a little bit differently this year. I have no idea who's racing tonight. I don't know what's racing tonight. Nate cast a show and Steven approved the racers. So could I have the leader of each team come up so I can introduce myself?
I'm Chris.
Chris, Rich Christensen, how are you?
Hi, Rich. Gary.
Gary, so I got Chris and Gary. You've come with the proposition to race your cars for their titles. Chris, do you agree to do that tonight?
Yep.
Gary, do you agree to do that tonight?
Yes, I do.
That's agreed, and your team's agreed, and you're ready to go. I'd like Steven to come in, and we'll just sign the title slips right now. Steven, you can show him where to sign.
Sure. Tom?
Tom is the owner of the car.
Yeah, Tom. Rich Christensen, man. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Right there, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Very good.
Good luck tonight, man.
Gary?
Thank you.
Gary? Okay, there you go. It's official. You guys are going to race for the title of your car on Pinks. Now, I need to get to know you a little bit. So, Chris, can you tell me, about your team, where you're from, what you're racing tonight?
First off, it's an '89 Mustang. We're from right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Local shop, AMP Performance.
Okay.
Obviously, drag racing is my thing.
Okay. Gary, again, your team, where you're from, what'd you bring tonight to race?
Yeah, I'm Gary with Hardcore Racing, Inc. We're out of Flint, Michigan. Got an 87 Firebird with a 23-degree small block with a little nitrous. This is the Hardcore crew here.
You built something specifically for the show.
We put a car literally together out of spare parts because you guys called us like 2 weeks ago.
So, Nate, why would you want to match these two guys up? It was your call, your casting director.
Perfect matchup.
Okay, why?
They are the biggest shop in Michigan, and they build some awesome race cars.
Okay.
These guys are the best shop in Phoenix and have an outstanding reputation for their Mustangs.
Great.
These are the two top dogs.
Okay. Would you agree, before we even look at each other's cars, I'd love to see a heads-up race so we can just look at the cars and get into it. Would that be okay with you?
Oh yeah, cowboy.
Okay.
Up.
Cowboy up the one time, and then you can negotiate everything the rest of the show. Okay? So, Chris, I'm going to go to you and ask you a couple of questions. Are you negotiating for your team?
Yes, I am.
Gary, are you negotiating for your team? Are you driving for your team?
No, I'm not.
Who's the driver tonight?
Richard Shelley, where is he at?
Richard, how are you, sir? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Are you driving the car tonight?
I am not. Jason McNeil is our driver.
Okay, Jason. Hey, Jason. Thanks for coming all the way from Michigan to be on the show. It's nice to meet you. Are you sure you wouldn't like a few minutes to look at their cars?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
So, Gavin, let's give them 3 minutes. We'll start that right now. Take a look at each other's car. The first race will be heads up, but after you look at the cars, come back here so we can talk about a couple of things, okay? All right. Good luck. Thanks for being on Pinks, boys.
Sorry, an 8-second car.
Nicer than ours.
They got more time and money in theirs than we got in ours.
This is it. We're gonna do a heads-up race. Now, everything else is negotiable on the show, meaning this, that there's a few things besides heads-up that you can negotiate. Lane. Are you happy with the lane tonight?
I'd like to have the right lane.
Okay, would you give him the right lane?
No.
Okay, could you agree to alternate that on this first race? One of you takes the right lane, and then you switch every other time?
We drove 3,000 miles. This is their home track. They got an 8-foot billboard up here, dude.
Here we go with the excuses already.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. I'll take the left lane. I don't care.
But the next one, you take the right.
No, I don't care. Just put me in the left lane. We'll be fine.
Would you want the right lane for the rest of the night?
You bet.
Okay, this first lap is run what you brung, and then we're gonna start negotiating. You get up there, run your car hard, then you're gonna know right where you're at. That's the best thing to do. That's my advice to both of you. Cool? All right, let's do the first race. Kale, to the finish line. Let's race. Get your belt on. Let's swap lanes.
AMP by a car.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on that race, AMP. Yeah!
It's all good. We'll get it.
We need at least 5 Yemis covered.
Richard had him by 2 lengths, and within the last 1,000 foot, pulls it to a half car.
It's greasy out there.
I wasn't trying to sandbag. I had to lift because the car was about to go across the center line.
Could have gone better.
Would you agree on that race that you were outperformed by AMP?
Yes.
Okay, what are you looking for the second race?
Well, we got to have some lengths. They had us covered. They beat us by 1. It's dragging the brakes down on the big end, and we run our car out.
Didn't you see the car sideways? Didn't you see the dirt?
What would you like for lengths?
I like to have 7.
Would you give in 7 lengths? 1. Would you take 1 length?
No.
7.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I'll take 5.
You guys looking for 5? Okay, would you take 5?
5 lengths and no bottle on
How
it.
about that?
No.
Would you give them 3 lengths and let them use their bottle?
I'll give them 2 lengths and 1 system.
How about 2 lengths and 1 system?
No, I'm not playing the nitrous games. You guys didn't want to run on the motor on the first one?
No more than 2 in either direction. These cars are extremely
Okay,
close.
2, run what you run.
We in?
Yeah, let's do it.
But
Okay.
what can we do about the track on the top end? 'Cause,
It's scary.
We're gonna
John, step in, please.
We got a little problem with the dust that's blowing on the track tonight, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it. We can go down and drag both lanes on the top end real quick.
John, can you drag it real
Let's
quick?
drag the top end on both
Please
lanes.
do.
Okay.
Okay, so we agreed we're gonna drag the track. You got your 2 lengths, run what you brung for the second race?
Yeah, we're in.
You're in? You're in?
Yep.
Okay, Kale, the finish line. Let's race.
You just play them, whether they say it's track or not. You know, you can tell when the front end takes a dive because they're on the brakes. That's obvious.
He's asking for a lot. I mean, we're giving it to him to be nice. I mean, whatever.
There shouldn't be any more than 2 lengths in either direction here. It's and both cars have a lot more left in them. They only beat them by half a car length, and now they went 2 plus both systems. You know, they said they was trying to say that they were sandbagging, and it's like just all wrong, you know?
So if we tow back to Michigan without this car, do we save money on diesel? Absolutely.
Is the track ready? Okay, let's go.
All right, Jay. Bottles on, power's on, ready to rip.
Rich, when you do your burnout, get in the same tracks. You see your marks right there?
Richard, Jason, here we go.
guarantee we know what he's got now. He run full out.
You think they pedaled? Oh yeah, I can hear it. Everybody can hear it. I heard it.
They got a lot of car, man. That Mustang, that's hot. They got video of that car out on the web, running 1058. They got, you know, everybody local knows them. You know, I don't know. They're full of it.
Gary, would you agree on that last pass that AMP outperformed you on that one?
Seriously.
Okay, got it. Please just say the statement that you just made to me a second ago.
You guys told us bring a 10.5-second car on the motor and throw some nitrous on it. That's what we brought. These guys have done a great job. That Mustang's a car, man. They're toying with us at this point.
This is a fair race.
Yes.
They brought the right car as well as you.
On this negotiation, I suggest you negotiate very smart, very strong. If you lose this race, you will lose your ride to this team. So I'm going to defer to them and see what they're looking for, and I'm going to take what they ask for very seriously. So you guys know the position that you're in.
Well, let's start with my favorite, the one you yelled at me for last time. How about 7?
Okay.
You know, we got to stretch it out some because I want to see these cars run.
I'll tell you how much. I mean, how much we're stringing it out here. Okay, Rich was driving the car back, and he feels like the motor's hurt. He says it's not running right.
Seen this one once or twice.
You know, I see his lips moving, but I hear wah, wah, wah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big chess game here, guys, and honestly, you know, spank someone 3 times in a row, that's great and everything, but...
I'll give him 4 lengths. That's it.
You think it's the driver, not the car?
Yeah, you bet.
They got nothing to lose.
So for real, would you go 5 and run with your brung?
Make it 6. Make it 6.
Run with your brung 6, and we get up there and you line up, you give it everything it's got, and you take these, and he makes another driver error, you're taking that car home.
We're all in at this point. You got 2 rounds. We lose here, you take the car, you know, and we're out. Run what we brung. Let's see what you got. Show us what you got. You've yet to show us what you brought.
Give you the 6, okay? But it ain't gonna happen again if we go down.
6 lengths, run what you brung.
Yeah, we're in.
Okay, is that it?
Done deal.
All right, done. Good luck. Good luck. Tail the finish line. Let's race.
Hold on. Let me check all the wires. Rich, get in the car, buddy.
Just watch Rich's fist.
They just want to drag it on the 5, and it's not going to happen.
It's hard to sandbag when you've got nothing to sandbag with.
Right. It's so hardcore, why don't you raise heads up again?
Six lengths, though, it's not the way we would have liked to do it.
Got out of the groove, got in the center lane, and had to pedal it, so I'd like to see the same race again, and I wouldn't be surprised that Mustang outruns it.
They don't have confidence in themselves or their car, you know, and they need to cheat themselves up to try to win the races.
We can't spray too much right off the line. Yeah. It's got steel rods in it.
We brought a knife to a gunfight here, so we got to take what we get.
Chris, would you agree on that one, that Hardcore took that race?
You bet.
Okay. I think now we have a much better idea where we're at. Are you looking to negotiate now, or do you want to?
I would like to wait
to see what your car is.
Yeah, I'd like to see what's going on with our
Gary,
car.
would you give him a couple minutes just to see his car?
Yeah, that's fine.
How much time would you give him to?
Well, we got to throw a little splash of fuel in ours and change the bottles out.
So you want let them do that while you wait for your car to come around? I'll just reconvene when you see your car and you guys are ready. I'll call you to the line.
Good.
Great job. Great race, everybody.
It's done, it's cooked.
Tow it up here and we'll just see what happens, but give it time to cool down.
It's got 10 pounds of oil pressure.
started it up and it sounded fine. But he said oil pressure's down to 10.
It's hurt. Got a hole in it, I think.
If the thing's really hurt, what do you have to lose? Exactly. You know my motto, send the pistons through the hood.
What are they doing with their Mustang? How come it never showed up or what?
Hey, I think it might be broke.
What's up with them? Let's go.
I think it might have just pushed the head gasket out of it.
Getting hot?
They're off doing something. Let's go.
Hey guys, you gotta negotiate working on the car. So Chris, you gotta get over here to negotiate this. What can you assess from what's happening with your vehicle right now?
It's definitely hurt.
Okay.
We got hardly any oil pressure at all. There's an obvious dent on the side of the pan from a connecting rod.
If it's got a dent in the pan from a rod, you can't run that car because that's unsafe. You got parts clad around in there, punch a hole in the pan.
I said I was gonna run it, I'll run it.
I'd like Nate and Charles to see what's going on, if that's okay.
Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let Nate go right now. Nate, we're gonna stay right here. Can you do this very quickly?
I want you to start it real quick, and I want to see the low oil pressure.
Okay, just put them all back in. We gotta start it back up. See it? Anybody with the flashlight?
There's clearly a dent in the pan. It could have been there before. We don't know. I want to see the oil pressure.
Can I pull the other two plugs on this bank, make sure none are smashed?
Yeah. Okay. Make sure you do it quick.
As fast as I can around the hot header.
Nate, let's go!
We need 2 more minutes.
Right now, I don't need to see the oil pressure. Well, the car can't run right now anyways. Put the plugs in. Okay. Come back up. There's a dent in the oil pan.
Okay.
We pulled that particular plug that's close to that, and the plug itself is clean. And once he gets the plugs back in, and I want to see it run, and I want to check that oil pressure.
Okay. Let's say that the pressure's good and you can run. What are you looking for?
2 car lengths. This time they left on the trans brake, this last race. They left on the trans brake. That is the hardest that car has ever left.
You left on the brake every time.
I've left on the brake every time.
Well, it's kind of funny that all of a sudden the car just picks.
He's getting to know the track.
Right, kind of getting to know the car too.
So we're thinking, you know, three?
If their car's okay, that could be close. Jason was late in
I'm
it.
not doing it intentionally. If I'm late,
I know you're not. I know you're not. Can I take Chris back over to his car to start it with me?
Yeah, go. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, light.
Yeah. Gotta get it started right now.
Who's got a rag?
Now it does.
Yeah, it's got oil. All right, let's see it. Show me the oil pressure.
Nate, let's go!
Oil pressure was down, but it wasn't idling that low.
What was the last thing, Gary, that you were asking for was 5?
Yep.
Okay, will you give him 5? Okay, what will you give him?
2.
He said 2, would you take 2?
No.
Can we settle on 3?
They got 2 units on the car.
Right.
How much you brung?
Right.
And hope you brought enough. Let's do it.
Would you take 3?
Give us 3. We gave you 3.
Let's talk. At 2 lengths, they basically covered us by 2. That's 4 lengths. When they had trouble, and you said, why don't you give them some time? I said, let's do it.
And I would do the same thing for you.
Okay, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but here's where we're at today. I want 4 lengths, no brake, let's do it.
Would you go 4 lengths, run what you brung, and I will definitely remember.
Okay, 4, no trans brake.
Hey, that's cool.
We're in.
That's it. Tail the finish line. Let's race.
Just nail it on the tree. Race to the race, bro. Okay?
They're catching me by 8 miles. You know, they're there.
We're giving this guy races every time he's napping on the line, every time he takes off.
We're not snapping nothing. I mean, that's all it's done.
had 4 cars, you guys would have handed him his ass if that thing didn't come apart.
Yeah, we're going back to Michigan. That was your car! How you like that? Gotta give it.
That block is split wide open. Right here, that block, see that gap right there where the water's coming out? That's a split block, it's done.
Wow, you're missing all the trying, man. One in your car should be on the trailer right now. That race should have never happened. We're taking the Mustang home.
Part of the deal, guys.
Part of the deal is having them give you a race?
Having a deal.
How is that the deal?
Pink circle.
We've been beat a lot by durability. It's not always the fastest car, you know?
Don't lose like that, AMP. Don't do this.
Block is split wide open. It's a catastrophic failure.
It's a failure.
This race is over.
Chris, did you agree on that race that Jason and Gary's team outperformed you?
Yeah.
Can you go on any further on Pinks?
No.
Okay, so at this point, I have to declare a catastrophic motor failure, and I'm going to have to award the race and the title tonight to Hardcore. Congratulations. Good job. Tonight, we saw 2 amazing teams go at it. You lost in the most noble way. I'm not kidding you. You had them covered. You were going to win. So now, how you take the defeat is going to reflect on you as a team, as a shop, and everything. So I have to say to you, thank you for coming out, running this hard. Congratulations, Hardcore. You're the victor tonight. I hope we get to see you guys again. I want to thank everybody for being on Pinks.